Hello and thank you for joining us on the last edition of Journalist Hangout this week. I am Benga Oreshegun. Today on the program, military replaces theatre commander in Borno State. NOA says Nelfun has disbursed 50 billion naira to more than 500,000 students. And later on the show, Governors Forum Chairman leads condolence visit to Jos, appeals for peace, as IGP Egbetokun urges immediate implementation of community policing. I'll be hanging out with Charles Idel and Asukwo James. Journalist Hangout starts right now. Now let's begin the conversation. When insurgency persists in the face of military actions, it means there is the need for a change in leadership and tactics. In a bid to calibrate its strategy and inject new operational direction in the war against the Boko Haram insurgency, the Nigerian military has replaced the theatre commander of Operation Haidinkai in Borno State. The shake-up follows renewed attacks by insurgents in Plateau, Borno and other states. The new commander is Major General A.E. Abubakar, who is expected to overhaul field tactics, improve interagency coordination and reinforce intelligence-driven operations in the ongoing fight against Boko Haram and ISWAP. Okay, let me start with you, Charles, because the replacement of theatre commanders in Borno State, what is the significance of this tactical change?
Well, I love the word tactical because we need every tactics that we can muster to, overrun the insurgent. They've been with us for too long, so whatever the military command can do or could do or should do in order to nip this in the bud. Are we still nipping? It's been here for years. What are we nipping when it is already here? It has festered. I think that's the word for it. It has festered for too long. So whatever that is needed to be done to, route them, I think that's the word they use in military command, to route them out of our system, it will be welcomed by me. And another thing you must know is that when you have criminal elements in the system, and then as you seek, to look for solution, if you have personnel being on ground for too long, there's always the probability that, there will be familiarity and all that, then people might compromise the system. A military man that is heading a certain area is there for too long.
Okay.
The insurgents, we have a way of infiltrating them. If the leader is not above board, they might compromise certain things. Maybe, take this one for a layer and all. They find a way to infiltrate. So that's why before they settle down and before they are getting too familiar, you remove them. You bring another person again, but I do know that sometimes even all those changes has a way of bringing stability, because continuity has a lot of advantages. But again, the continuity itself is not something that the military has to toy with, because as I said,
round pegs in round holes.
No, there are some pegs. There are some pegs where if you put a round peg in a round hole and it has stayed in that hole for too long, it might compromise the issues. That's why I say, whatever they are doing, all these changes are important. They are important because you need to inject new blood, you need to inject new ideas and all that, so that whatever the person you are taking over from has done, you need to take the baton over from them and continue. Not only continuing, but you have to also inject new, fresh ideas. As you said, tactical ways to deliver. That's I think is welcome.
Your thoughts on this?
No, I think is a welcome development, because the new person that they are sending there is not like he's a new, Borno is new to him.
Okay. Because
it was once a Sector 3 commander of Operation Adikai, and also a commander of the Multinational Joint Task Force, all in Borno, in Mongonu. So, Major General Abubakar, don't forget he was in Plateau before.
Yeah, that's it.
And that was when that state actually had 1 year of peace. Bringing the idea of non-kinetic strategies, also relating, including traditional rulers, the youth leaders, as well as even religious leaders to see how peace can be, maintained in Plateau State. So I know that it's not that, we know that, okay, Borno for quite some weeks now, they've been having a series of challenges.
Yes.
The insurgents have been coming out as if they just renew their strength. You understand? I'm pushing in completely. So it's not that the former person really did badly. The Waid.
Yes.
It's not that he really did bad, but we need another a new sense, a new thinking.
Yeah. And also the experience that is bringing from Plateau State.
Yeah, exactly. We need a new thinking, to fight these guys.
Absolutely.
And I feel that, and I believe that by the time Abubakar gets there, because he has been there, he knows the terrain, he'll be able to deal with these people head on. He won't. I'm not sure he wants to give them that chance for them to move in.
Absolutely.
So, and that is what because we need these guys to be pushed out and pushed completely out of the surface of this world, if possible. Because that is, if anybody does not want peace, make the peace very difficult for the person.
Exactly.
You understand? And that is what we want from Abubakar as he goes to Borno State.
Now, the combination of both military action and political solution.
Okay, I think
needed.
Brigadier General Bashir Adewimbi, who actually flew that kite, he was there before. He was in military, so he looked at it. But again, when I first read a report about political solution, I said, are we back again to issue of political solution? But when I read deeper and I had to understand what from the standpoint, I began to buy in to it. Was he looking at it that there are also politicians that may be gaining from it. Okay. There may be positions that may be good. There may be traditional leaders that will also be gaining from it. So, and then just as James mentioned. So all you need to do is that political solution means that you bring all these people together. For instance, if you live in a neighborhood, you live there for a long time. When you see a new face, you'll be able to know this one has not been here for too long, for a long time. So these locals, they know who they are, they know themselves, they know each other. So when you bring in politicians, you bring in religious leaders and other, maybe church leaders and youths who are very mobile. And then you will be able to know exactly when there's any infractions, when there's anything along the system, people to be able to fish them out to know who, then they bring the person to that's why I think after I listen to him,
carrot and stick approach.
After I listen to him, and that's okay, maybe that's what he meant by political solution. The way we mouth some of these words sometimes, I just feel no, the way you use them.
It might just be the wrong phrase.
Exactly. So, but when he said political solution, I said, what's this man saying? We're back again. But by the time he looked at all these very, very important entities, important individuals, important personnel to come to, personalities to come together, I agree. Then again, as just to build upon what he said earlier about new people come, I liken it to the game of football. I mean, Arsenal played the other day. Some of who Arsenal.
Let's not talk about
No, because Babajide is an Arsenal person. So
I'm not happy they won. No, let's not talk about Arsenal.
So they're not happy.
That's Babele. So when you are already on the field of play, the coach and the coaching crew, they look at it. Okay, these positions, so they inject new leg, new feet into the field in order to, what are they going to do? In order to strengthen the existing one within the field.
But another issue.
So that's another way. You call it tactical.
Tactical.
It is tactics.
Another thing is, why have we not been able to deploy technology?
Well, they've also said that should be an addition.
Drones and everything.
So they are. The military they are deploying, technology.
I think we should have done that long.
No. This thing takes process. It's a physics.
And a bureaucracy too. So
exactly. So, and don't forget that even these renewed attacks by Boko Haram is because they too have also
they've also advanced.
They are also sophisticated. They started using drones too. So it means that even the military would also have to look at drones that can bring them down, bring their drones down.
Okay.
And which I know
ahead of them.
Yes, even recently I know the Nigerian Air Force actually, strike the Sambisa forest and killed some of the commanders, the Boko Haram commanders and the ISWAP commanders. So it means that they know where sometimes once they use this technology, you can't just, take your to Kano, and then you start flying and see, oh, there are some people.
That is your recognition.
You must do,
absolutely.
First, and that is what they do. So they are using technology. Perhaps they might want to improve on the technologies that we are using, and then intelligence gathering mechanism should also be improved. So that we can deal with these people and move them completely
Absolutely.
out.
All right, we have a phone call right now. Okay, let's talk. Hello, are you still with us?
Hello?
Okay, hello, let's talk.
Good evening.
Yeah, good evening to you.
Yeah. Please, what's wrong with Babaji, my chairman? I hope all is well with him.
All is well with him. All is well with him.
So I want to comment on the Boko Haram issue. This Boko Haram, I've been to Bisa, I've gone to the Burma itself, where all these people are. It's something that they can clear them in a period of short time. But there's something going on. There's something going on in this country that our elders don't want to come out and tell us the truth. The Boko Haram are now up to 1,000 in that Bisa. But for the past 5 years, they are threatening a country that is over 320 million. So what's going on? We have to tell ourselves the truth. We will come out and tell the world the truth. There's something fishy of this Boko Haram. Yes, sir.
All right, thank you very much. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. Well, I just hope that with this tactical change going on, there will be a renewed fight. There will be results.
Yeah, okay. Chase them out of town.
Exactly.
Forever, not even temporary.
There will be results. Yeah. All right, then let's move straight to our next conversation. One of the ways to measure the effectiveness of an initiative is by its tangible impacts. The Nigerian Education Loan Fund, NEL Fund, is beginning to show